Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and as you probably read from the title, today I'm going to be reacting to more of your unpopular horror opinions. So I have previously done this video before. Basically, I ask you guys to submit your unpopular horror opinions. I mentioned this in my most recent unpopular horror opinions video, as well as posting it multiple times on my Instagram story. So if you missed the opportunities to submit some, make sure that you're following me on Instagram and other formats, and don't worry, I will probably do another one of these in the future, so if you have any more, you can definitely leave some more down in the comments below on this video. But let's go ahead and just get into it. I'm going to be reacting on my phone. So the first one is Alien 3 is underrated. And also, I do this anonymously just so that there's no backlash on anyone. So the first one is Alien 3 is underrated. I've actually not seen Alien 3, so I can't really have an opinion on that one. Sorry. Next one is Midsommar is not as scary as people say it is. Again, I'm guilty of, I actually have not seen Midsommar yet. I know that it is on Amazon Prime to watch. It's on my watch list. Maybe I'll do that today, I don't know. I just actually haven't watched it yet, but I have heard other people have that same opinion, that it's not as scary. I think that it kind of runs along the same thing as Hereditary. It's obviously made by the same people, where it's just, for some people it is very scary and intense. And for some people it's not, and even though I have not seen Midsommar, I know that my opinion on Hereditary is that I really did like the film. It's very tense, but it's not a scary film in my opinion, it's just a very tense film. So I'm sure I will probably have a very similar opinion on Midsommar, and I feel like that's just maybe the way those films are. It's not so much that it's meant to be scary, but just intense. But again, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. But I could, I guess, give my opinion on that one later. Next one, I don't know why people are hating on Book of Shadows Blair Witch 2. So I am pretty sure that I have seen this film, but it has been a really long time, so I don't really have an opinion on this one. I, for a very long time, was not a big fan of the Blair Witch Project in general, but upon rewatching it for 101 Days, I definitely got a new perspective, so if you haven't seen that review, make sure you check that one out. There will be links in the description to, or popping up to anything that I mentioned in here if I've reviewed or talked about it already. Just make sure to check those out. But yeah, I mean, this is another one I don't really have an opinion on, because I'm not sure if I've seen it, and if I have, I really don't remember it. But I have heard that as well. I've heard that there are a lot of people that actually do like the second Blair Witch film, so y'all feel free to give your opinion on that one. Next one is I like Nightmare on Elm Street 2, and I like Gutterballs. I have not seen Gutterballs. I like Nightmare on Elm Street 2 as well. I like most of the sequels. I even didn't hate the remake. Video on that as well. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything against Nightmare on Elm Street 2. I know that they obviously continue to get kind of cheesier and play more into Freddy as being comedic as they go along, and everybody, you know, has their opinions on that, as did Wes Craven. So, you know, I know a lot of people don't like that film, but I don't think it's bad either. It's not my fave, but it's, you know, it's not the first, but it's still good. Next one, Michael Myers isn't the best slasher. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. I'm not gonna say who said that person, but you know who you are. I mean, he's not my favorite, obviously. You guys know who my favorite is. Or you should by now. Yeah, I mean, he's a great slasher, but I definitely don't think that he's the best either. I think that the Halloween films can be a little overhyped in the horror community. Just another unpopular opinion. I think really saying anything against Halloween seems to be an unpopular opinion for whatever reason. Okay, so those are from Instagram. Let me double check. Okay, so first one is the awareness of Kevin Spacey's real life crimes, as disgusting as they are, just makes Seven that much better. How's that for an unpopular horror opinion? I mean, to be honest, that is kind of true. There are definitely cases where things have come out about people in the past that make you look at something in a new light. With actors and musicians, I think that if you find out something about an actor like that, and then you look at stuff that they've done in the past, I mean, you think about his character in American Beauty as well, not a horror film, but it definitely adds to that as well. And yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that. I mean, I've loved the film Seven. I think it's a great film. And I don't think that there's necessarily anything wrong with still enjoying the work of an actor. You know, as long as, you know, especially if you already own the film, I mean, I think, like, renting it or anything that maybe they're still gonna benefit from it, try to avoid, but, I mean, I still love the Scream franchise, and that's the whole thing. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad unpopular opinion. I kind of agree. Same person also said Cujo was a heckin' good doggo. I mean, I'm sure prior to rabies or whatever, he probably was a heckin' good dog. But not no more. He's a vicious animal. This person said they agreed with me that found footage movies are boring. Possession movies are also boring, which brings me to my unpopular opinion that Exorcist is boring and overrated. I might have talked about that in my original unpopular opinion, but after doing 101 Days, it's another film that I grew an appreciation for. I generally have not been a big fan of possession films in the past. I've definitely talked about that on my channel. But my mind has become more open when it comes to possession or haunting films. The more I've been listening to a true crime podcast a lot lately, did a whole video on my favorite podcasts as well, and the more I hear people's stories, the more it's hard not to believe in those things. You know, I also went to Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum. So it's the more I dive into, the more I listen to people's stories, the harder it is not to believe. So I definitely have started to kind of change my view on possession films, but I definitely was one of those people that was never a big fan of Possession or The Exorcist. But I'm starting to have a more newfound appreciation for them. Next person said, mine is Elm Street Remake is amazing, Dark Freddy at his best. Like I actually just mentioned, I did not hate the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. I actually did a review on that one. It was the first video for my About Time Reviews series. And I actually finally gave that film a chance due to Lee from Drum Dum, because he also actually likes the remake, and he highly suggested that I finally give it a chance, so I did. And again, it's really not bad. If you watch the trailer, I think the trailer gives a really bad image. I also understand that people very much hold this franchise, the original franchise, up on a pedestal. And don't get me wrong, I love the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. I've got a big old Freddy over there looking at me. So don't get me wrong, I love the franchise, but I definitely think that the remake is not as bad as everybody made it out to be. So I agree. They also said their other opinion was Us was garbage. That I disagree with. I loved Us. I thought that it was a fantastic film. I really liked Jordan Peele. I liked Get Out, but I enjoyed Us even more. I thought that everyone was amazing in it. I think it's a terrifying film. I think the soundtrack for this film is amazing, and I'm super, super excited to see what they do with Candyman. Now, I do know that it is not being directed by Jordan Peele. He's just a producer, I believe. But still, either way, I liked Us. I think Us is a fantastic horror film. So I disagree with that one. But I definitely do see that as being an unpopular horror opinion for sure. Next one is, I hate seeing horror movies in theaters. I've had my experience ruined by inconsiderate viewers too often. I can see that. I still enjoy seeing horror films in theaters. I often drag Matt to go with me to see horror films, but I can get it. I think it's better to wait sometimes. I saw it Chapter 1, like night of, with some friends, and the movie theater was packed full of people who were so excited that the general crowd of people were very respectful. But also when me and Matt went and saw The Grudge, the most recent one, there were definitely very like disrespectful people in the theater as well. So yeah, I definitely think that, unfortunately, depending on the film, you can have a lot of people that are going there that aren't like the hardcore horror fans like the rest of us, and are just there to like make fun of the film or act like jackasses, and that definitely sucks. So I can see why not just this person, I know there are a lot of people that feel that way. I've seen a lot of people talk about the fact that they don't go see horror films in theaters anymore because of experiences being ruined, and that's horrible. And I definitely wish more theaters could be a bit more on top of that. But I have been lucky enough to mostly avoid it. Like when we went, there was someone that went and reported the group of kids in the family that was like misbehaving, and they got taken out. So yeah, I mean, I can see that, and it definitely sucks, and I'm really sorry that your experiences have been ruined so much that you don't want to go to the theaters anymore. Okay, so last list, they had a couple here. One, it's okay to not drool over the big three. Most of the Friday the 13th and Texas Chainsaw and Nightmare on Elm Street got ridiculous. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I think Halloween is kind of in there too. I think generally Friday, Halloween, and Nightmare are considered the big three, but I know Texas Chainsaw, we could say the big four, I guess. But yeah, I agree. Like I said, I think they do obviously like get more ridiculous as they go. Sorry, Halloween and Friday fans. You guys know there's some fucking crazy ones in there because the franchise just went for so fucking long. And there are some weird ones in Nightmare and all of that. And I mean, I don't really have a lot of room to speak. We all know Scream 3, but I defend that film forever. So, which I talk about probably in my first Unpopular horror opinions video. But yeah, I think that it's okay not to be over the top about any of the big three. I think I even mentioned that in my most recent one as well. So I definitely agree with that one. Second opinion was Hollywood needs to quit remaking and rebooting everything. 100% agree, even though I just talked about being excited for Candyman. I think that can be different because it's obviously they're taking a different stab at that film. So to speak, and it's coming from a different perspective, different kind of casting. So I think that in the right hands, it can be okay. But I definitely think we are just getting too many reboots and remakes coming out, and it just, yeah, Hollywood needs to start getting some original ideas. But with that being said, go see original ideas. When original ideas come out, go see those. Don't just go see the reboots. Don't just go see the remakes. Go see the original ideas. Even if maybe you're not loving the idea, maybe the trailer wasn't great. If you have the money to go see the films, go see them anyway. Because who knows, you may enjoy it, and even if you don't, you can, talk about how you didn't enjoy it on the internet or on YouTube if you have a channel. But like, at least Hollywood will see that people will go see original ideas. So yeah, go to those as well. And their last but not least, dull endings ruin the movie. Of course, yeah. I can't not agree with that. I think that I don't see that as being a unpopular opinion. Well, I mean, I guess, because I think that you can continue to enjoy a film, and then if the ending sucks, then it can ruin the film or it cannot. It's just up to you, and obviously depending on the film. So I kind of agree with that, kind of don't. I think it's just dependent on the film and how it ends as well, because if the ending doesn't make any sense to everything else going on in the film, then obviously that's going to ruin it. But I think that you can still enjoy what previously goes on. Anywho, but yeah, those were your guys' unpopular horror opinions. I hope that you did enjoy this. I know it's a little long. I kind of tend to ramble in these. But either way, I hope that you guys did enjoy this. Like I said, if you want me to do another one of these, leave more of your opinions down in the comments below. And before I go, a quick shout out to my Patreons. Thank you guys so much for helping to contribute to the channel. If you know the perks to being a Patreon, links are in the description below, along with all of my other social media and any of the videos I talked about today. Also, I currently do have a promotion going on my Patreon, that if you join $5 or up, you will get a custom Carnage candy sticker, which that ends on my birthday, June 25th. I hope that you guys did enjoy this. If you did, please do give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are almost to 1K, so I'm super excited about that, and I will see you guys again later with another video. Bye!